We know in Excel forecasting, we predict the future data based on past data. Here the given table shows date and sales, and we can also see date, linear, seasonality, confidence, lower bound and upper bound. Linear is the straight trend line. Seasonal is the regular pattern. Seasonality is the repeated pattern. Confidence means how accurate the future the forecasting is, and lower bound, upper bound are the range where the future value may shows. And we can create a graph to easily see the trend, pattern and forecast range. Now we are forecasting from 2025 to 2026 based on given data. Firstly, calculating linear equal, writing forecast, select forecast linear, tab, then select first date, comma, select sales, comma, select date, comma, bracket close, clicking enter. Now freeze it without L5. Clicking enter, selecting all the cell for linear, and we get all the value. Now calculating seasonal, so writing equal, taking forecast, selecting forecast, ETS, then selecting date, first date, comma, selecting sales, comma, selecting date, bracket close, clicking enter. Now freeze it without L5. Clicking enter, then select all the cell for seasonal and get all the value. Now calculating seasonality, so firstly writing equal, forecast, selecting forecast, ETS seasonality, tab, then selecting sales, comma, selecting date, bracket close, clicking enter, and we get the value. Now calculating confidence, so again writing equal, forecast, selecting forecast, ETS confident, tab, selecting first date, then again selecting sales, comma, selecting date, then assuming that the confidence level is 95%, so writing 95%, writing 95%. Bracket close, clicking enter. Now freeze it. Without 95% and L5 cell, clicking enter and select all the cell. Now we get all the confidence value. Now calculating lower bound, so writing equal, then selecting N5 cell minus, selecting P5 cell, clicking enter. Now select all the cell of lower bound and we get the value. Again calculating upper bound, so again writing equal, selecting N5 cell plus confidence P5 cell, clicking enter. Now selecting all the cell for upper bound and we get all the value for upper bound. Now if we want to see the given table as a graph, so firstly we have to select the table and going to insert, recommendation chart selecting. Now select the graph, clicking OK. So here is the graph for date and sales. Again if we want to see the date and linear in a graph chart, so then selecting date and linear, again going to insert, selecting recommendation chart and selecting a graph, clicking OK. Now we can see the graph for date and linear. And if we want to see the chart of a date, linear and seasonal togetherly, then again selecting date, linear and seasonal, shift right arrow, then control shift down arrow, selecting all three items. Now going to insert, recommendation chart, selecting a chart, clicking OK. So now we can see a chart for date, linear and seasonal.